lobby. Attention please, calling all gender champions. We are here gathered at the lobby near the cafe. Thank you everybody, and hope you all had a good morning, a bit rested over the weekend. We are here to bring into attention a standalone target on gender, why we need it and why we need it now. As I'm waiting for more people to come in the lobby, I'm going to give this.
Oye, ¿cómo hago para girarlo? ¿Le tengo que apretar?
This is super loud.
Ok, con razón.
Attention please, we only have time for 20 minutes here, calling all gender champions to the lobby. Thank you so much for gathering up here. We have some really great development happening the last week. We now have a proposal for a standalone target on gender equality in the global biodiversity framework. And today we have gathered here to bring attention to that so that it does not get lost as it did in Rome, as it did during the virtual sessions. And this is really very important for us because this is a target not proposed in Geneva, but being proposed since the discussions on the CBD post-2020 process started, and was also tabled and supported in the open-ended working group 2 in Rome. Also saying that in the contact group 4 and the discussions on target 14 to 21, this target had been proposed in August in the virtual session of the open-ended working group by Costa Rica. And I'm really very, very happy to thank all the gender champions. We have 14. So can we give a big hand for them? Technology, we need to get used to this one. I need to read it out. I need my glasses. So please give me a second, because I really make sure that I get this right. I want to take this opportunity to not only thank all the supporters, but also the gender champions who are here. With the leadership of Costa Rica, Guatemala, Argentina, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Chile, Cote d'Ivoire, Ecuador, Togo, Benin, Cameroon, Tanzania, and now I hear Uruguay is on board too. So just to start the discussion to here, so what we are doing is we also really need to make sense of why. We know gender is a biodiversity issue. We know we need a standalone target on gender because still the GPF lacks any gender responsiveness within it. No target specifically mentions women or girls' rights. None of the indicators being proposed has got gender, so-called gender responsive indicators, and nor have the goals. So 3 bits is not enough. We need to do more. First, to give this blessing to our ceremony, we also have our indigenous sister and my dear friend who's also been in these negotiations as long as I have been or longer, Guadalupe from Mexico, to just bless this occasion for us. Guadalupe, you have the floor.
Thank you, sister. Good morning, good afternoon to everyone. Thank you for being here. It's important to have a target 22 because the world has 2 halves, the feminine and the masculine, and we need to work together in the same, with the same rights, with the same capability to participation. Yesterday was the equinox of spring in the North Hemisphere, and the spring is a newborn. And as we have the spring, we have a newborn of understanding and cooperation between men and women. And I am so happy to present our offering with the 4 elements for our Mother Earth. Many indigenous people, we call Mother Earth in a feminine way. And the 4 elements, the fire, of course we cannot have fire. Fire, air, that is between all, and we are sharing water and the land. And this is a song in Spanish that it's calling about the newborn and to wake up all the women with the sounds, the traditional sounds, because if all the women are wake up, we will be in the capability to contribute to a better world and to wake up our powers, our sacred powers, to contribute to offering to our Mother Earth. And thank you very much, and blessings, aho, for all of you. And please repeat after me for finalize this, aho. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Again, I think I don't see enough here. Calling all gender champions, where are you? I do see some, and I would like to acknowledge all of you. So first, I also see Rita from Costa Rica, peace, a floor, and we have a tulip for you.
Hello everyone, I'll be very brief. Just want to thank all the support that we've received so far. I think that this standalone target is very important for us, and we are very glad to have so many support. I see many of my colleagues from the region, and we are very much looking forward for the discussions tomorrow and hoping to have more and more support for this target. So thank you so much, and very much looking forward to collaborate with my fellow colleagues from that are all on board with this target in order to make it happen. Thank you so much.
Next, I also see Isabella from the Dominican Republic. Woo!
Hi to all. I'll be very brief as well. In the Dominican Republic, we have extreme gender between very much measures and actions that rural women are doing in their day by day. But in the Aichi biodiversity targets, we did not have a target that endorsed gender as important as it is. That's why we're supporting these measures to have a gender target responsive for endorse that specific issue, for it to be mainstream within all the GBF. Thank you very much for your support, and we'll see you tomorrow in our discussion.
Okay. Next, I see Pamela from Mexico. Woo! Camila.
And Pamela también.
Camila, Val, and Pamela. Where's she at? Oh, here.
Thank you. And Mexico, in line with its feminist foreign policy, supports the gender standalone target. But not only that, is that we will keep pushing for the gender plan action, and we will keep for more discussions. We have our part of pretty much almost only women, 6 women delegation, and so we will keep pushing. We have civil society as part of the delegation. Pamela has been doing a great job also of linking us with Women Caucus. So let's keep pushing for this agenda. Thank you.
Yeah, please.
Thank you. For us, it's so important to include all girls in this target, so I have some few words. Girls are key right holders in the conservation of biodiversity and deserves social justice, guaranteeing access to integration and awareness of their rights. This will allow them to prepare for effective and meaningful participation in the decision taken about the development strategies and participate actively in the sustainable use of the resources to live in harmony with nature. Since now they are subjects of rights, we have to create strategies to ensure healthy development with equal opportunities. Thank you.
Next, I also see my colleagues. I'm sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses today, so I'm like this. Chile! Woo! Come back, Chile! Oh, and Mario's here too! I need a bell.
Thank you so much. I will try to be brief as well, in order not to repeat myself, because you have all said very important points. We are very happy to be supporting this standalone target on gender. We believe it's a crucial part of the GBF that needs to be mainstreamed through the whole framework. And also, we're also very excited to announce that we are also working in a feminist foreign policy, so this totally aligns with that goal. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just to add, we really welcome the Uruguay adding to support this target, and we hope that many other countries start supporting us to make it real to being part of the GBF. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I see Valerie, you from Uruguay. You need to take the floor for us tomorrow.
Thank you very much. I wasn't planning to take the floor, but we are very happy as Uruguay. We're very supportive to this standalone target. We think gender equality is needed, and it's a cross-cutting issue as well as human rights approach, and it needs to be reflected throughout the global framework of biodiversity post-2020. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here and for your support. And this shows that this is gender equality, women's rights is a human rights. I got it from a friend who's looking at me like, damn, you took my sentence. But also saying that this is really needed. The idea to make sure that the global biodiversity framework, a framework that has actionable targets for 2030 and a vision for a 30 years biodiversity plan cannot go ahead without ensuring that women's and girls' rights are embedded into the GBF. And to also say that the idea of having a standalone target was not to make sure that it's separating it. We're really hoping, like the SDGs, the way that it would make sure that it would guide the implementation of the whole of the GBF. Having said that, I also have a very important person here who I'm supporting, Ben from the OHR office. Sorry, I didn't ask you.
Thank you, everyone. I don't have anything prepared, which is very uncomfortable for a person like me. Usually I've got my note and prepared statement. I'll just say women's rights are human rights, that we're very excited to support a standalone target on gender equality, and importantly, to support a human rights-based approach to the entire framework, because a human rights-based approach will protect the rights of women and girls throughout, including in the implementation of the post-2020 GBF. So we are really happy to be here, really happy to speak here after so many wonderful leaders in this movement, and I'll stop talking. right there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben. And also, also inviting anybody else. Please, this is not a stage for only the parties, delegations, or only us. I'm also really happy to see our youth here. So I would also like to invite one of our youths to come here and also say something. I think, who's there? Melina, come.
I also didn't prepare, but no, but I think it's wonderful to have the work of so many different organizations and being kind of like spearheaded by the Women Caucus and the parties, especially like everybody that is part of the Friends of Gender Equality. For young people, this is completely essential. We know what has been the role of women throughout the years in biodiversity conservation, and for us also is an inspiration because there are so many of us. Actually, most of our delegations, the youth, it's mostly women, right? It's mostly women working in the environmental sector. Yes, and I think like it's high time to recognize the role and like to keep supporting and strengthening like what we can do not only for biodiversity but for the future of our planet, because like when we are working on biodiversity, we are working with Earth, we are working with what sustains us, and I think like it's what is gonna sustain us in the future. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Melina. I also actually want to acknowledge a person who may not be able to be here. His name is Roy. He's somewhere here working. And he walked up and he said, well, I'll not be here, but there is something that my mom said. And I told him that I would actually coach you on that, or I'll steal that coat. But I do want to acknowledge that it's come up from him. And he said that, hopefully I got it correct, is that if you don't give up, if you take a drop of water from the ocean, it may not make a difference. But if you take that drop of water and put it in the ocean, it contributes to something. And that's what we are here to do. Now, having said that, I also would like to invite Christina from WWF International. Yay! Need more support.
Thank you. WWF supports the gender equality target, and I think that such a target can really generate the transformative action that we need in the GBF. This is a way to empower, support women who are the defenders and users of biodiversity, to be equal partners in decision-making, policy-making related to biodiversity. So I would say gender equality for nature positive by 2030. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christina. Like I said, please, the floor is up, and this is going to be there until tomorrow. We will have this board here also, so please feel free to just also please quote and also invite and also convince other delegations, partners, organizations to take this movement forward that we are starting here. I don't know whether people really know it, but if this goes ahead, it is going to set the stage of how biodiversity and the governance is going to go forward beyond COP15. This is an opportunity for us to recognize and also for the CBD to make an example that hopefully, not only hopefully, to make sure that all the other MEAs and other processes also go the same path. Because gender is something that is talked about. You have the Generation Equality Forum, you have Secretary General calling for women's rights and human rights. And I think we have a really good opportunity in the CBD to really step up that ambition. Having said that, I would also call my wonderful colleague from Costa Rica, Viviana from Scop Solitar.
Hello, thank you. I'm here for the International Collective of Fisher Folks, and I would like to say that this Target 22 is a big responsibility because there are still voices that have not been heard, and small-scale fisher women are very, very, very not heard worldwide, and we need to make sure that the champions for oceans, that the champions for conserving marine and coastal areas, bringing those voices to be heard and their rights respected. So hopefully this Target 22 will strengthen the diversity of women throughout the world and throughout our ecosystems to be able to say what they really need for conserving biodiversity. Thank you.
Sorry, thank you so much for being here once again. And this is not the end of our action. This is going to continue. And once again, thank you so much for being here and supporting us. It is not only us, it's for everybody. So please join us, invite everybody. And I will be seeing you around and bothering you. So don't avoid me or my colleagues. We will find you. So thank you so much. Yeah, can everybody come here for a photo? We want to show the mass. You know, we need to use it for our social media. We need to do our outreach.